Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go with Miniman Ren here. We are back in Bronze Mills at the Little Vets Park here. Got a couple stops here, but before we really get into anything else, I want to say that the Detective Pikachu event has ended. It's no longer in, so no more Detective Pikachu, no more boosted spawns from the movie. I did want to show off that we did get a couple shinies between yesterday and today. So, finally got my shiny Snubbull. I actually caught it last night on my way home from work. Last Pokemon I checked before I left to go to my house, and shiny Snubbull. So we successfully caught all of the shinies that we intended to in this event. I'm happy about that. And then last night before I went to bed again, another shiny Apom. I don't know what's happening with checking these late at night before I go to bed and just not having my camera rolling, but I've been getting a lot of luck without my camera rolling and before I check for bed. And then this morning, actually, my gacha picked this up while I was actually doing Squadron PT. We were out running and I just had my game on and the gacha going just because, and I checked it afterwards and I caught this shiny Cubone. So we got 3 shinies between last night and today, and that is pretty good. So those are 2 things I want to talk to you about, and the third one is a new, I guess you could say, event. It's not really an event, it's new features, new stuff being brought into Pokemon Go. Harness the power of special new lures and meet more Pokemon. So it's finally happening. Alright, so sorry about that interruption. We'll get back to it now. Harness the power of special new lures and meet more Pokemon. So Niantic finally dropped those 3 new lures that we saw: the magnetic, the mossy rock lure, and the glacial lure, I think is what it's called. I'm not really sure. The mossy lure, the magnetic lure, and the glacial lure. So we got all 3 of those, but beyond that, says trainers, we're excited to announce that more Pokemon originally discovered in the Sinnoh region are coming to Pokemon Go. From seas and beaches to mountains and beyond, be on the lookout for Cherubi, Gibble, Hippopotas, and others. We hope you'll enjoy the fun and surprises as you encounter these Pokemon in the wild and hatch them from eggs. So we will be getting them from eggs as well as in the wild. That's a lot more motivation, I guess, for me to hatch more eggs, because I definitely want these new ones. Also arriving in Pokemon Go is a powerful ground type move, Earth Power. Plus, we have more exciting news to share. Thanks to your dedication helping Professor Willow with his research, he has made some amazing improvements to our favorite modules, the lure modules, and that's what I was just talking about. Inspired by research collected from around the world, 3 upgraded lure modules have been developed. These modules attract Pokemon in the surrounding area while creating a temporary special habitat. Soon you'll be able to harness the power of glacial lure modules, mossy lure modules, and magnetic lure modules. These lures might even have the potential to cause evolution in certain Pokemon. So your Eevees, Magneton into Magnezone, and I believe Nosepass into Probopass. So we have 3 new evolutions at least with those. Oh, on top of Glaceon and Leafeon for the other 2. More details on these exciting additions. Additional Sinnoh Pokemon are now available to catch in the wild and hatch from eggs. That's what we just talked about. Earth Power is a powerful ground type charged attack that could lower your opponent's defense in trainer battles. So I could be wrong, but I believe this is the first attack that actually does something to your opponent's Pokemon rather than boost up your own stats. So that's a really cool feature that they threw in there, and it's good to have a move now that can finally do that. Certain Pokemon recently arrived from the Sinnoh region will know Earth Power. Other Pokemon that could know Earth Power include Nidoqueen, Nidoking, Aerodactyl, Camerupt, and Claydol. So if you have any of those, you can go ahead and give it the Earth Power. Glacial lure modules, mossy lure modules, and magnetic lure modules can be obtained in the in-game shop and will be available later this season as rewards for completing new special research tasks. So besides just buying them, for right now, because that's all you can do is just buy them, they will eventually be available in special research. So be on the lookout for that. These lure modules attract local Pokemon as well as bonus Pokemon based on the type of lure. Glacial will attract certain Pokemon that love the cold, such as water and ice type Pokemon. Mossies will attract certain Pokemon that love to frolic among the leaves, such as bug, grass, and poison type. Magnetic will draw Pokemon to electromagnetic forces, such as electric, steel, and rock type. When trainers are within range of a Pokestop with an active lure of the appropriate type, and they can successfully spin the photo disc, evolution of Magneton and Nosepass will be enabled, as well as certain evolutions of Eevee. So you can choose whether or not to proceed with them, and then it says what other surprises will you discover. The only way to find out is to get out and go. So there we have it, the new update from Niantic. It's a pretty big one, it's a good one. I actually have all 3 modules here. So we're gonna drop a Glacial, and we're gonna drop a Mossy lure. I don't really feel like running back and forth between these because every minute and a half, these lures will spawn new Pokemon. So you definitely wanna be in somewhat of close proximity to these Pokestops when you're doing it. I don't know why it's not letting me spin these. Oh, it did. Okay. Yeah, so here we go. Hopefully we get some good stuff. All right, guys, so we just dropped the lures down. It says we can evolve when we're within range of both of these Pokestops that have the lures on it. So I actually have 2 Pokemon, 2 EVs I named Glaceon, a regular and a shiny, that we're gonna go ahead and evolve here for the Dex entry. And this is exciting. I'm stoked about this. Yeah, I've been waiting for these, so let's see how cool these will look. Well, that, I did not expect that. I'm gonna have to nickname this one Leafeon. I'm guessing that I probably should go towards the Glacial one more in before I continue on with this. But before we do that, let's just go to the Leafeon ones. Whoops. So we'll nickname this one Glaceon. Get that one out of the way, and then since I have the shiny one here nicknamed Leafeon and we're within range, let's go ahead and evolve it and get the shiny version of Leafeon. Drake doesn't know it yet, but I'm probably going to pull these out in our PvP series that we're actually going to be doing again tonight. They probably won't be in this video, but he's not going to see these coming. So there we go, we got 2 Leafeons, the regular and the shiny. Now let's walk over to the Glacial and get those 2. Alright, so I went ahead and made sure that I am out of range of the Mossy lure module. Although, oh my gosh, look at this. A Cherum just popped up. I haven't even seen a Cherubi yet, but we got Cherum here. That's pretty sick. I don't really know much about this Pokemon, to be honest. Once it got past Gen 4, Gen 4 was probably the last game that I completed, but it's been years since I've played them, so I don't really know much about them, but that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. Let's see its stats. So it's not bad. It's really not bad. But we're over here to evolve our 2 Glaceon, or 2 EVs into Glaceons. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, here we go. Fingers crossed that it does not go into a Leafeon. I'll be a little upset. Not upset. I'm still gonna love it, but there we go. Glaceon. This is the one I'm excited about. I love Glaceon. So there we go, Dex entry Glaceon. And we have the shiny version to evolve as well. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I got plenty of EV candies, but this has been pretty exciting so far. I was on my way home, and well, before I left work to come home, and those cars are loud. Before I left to come home, I saw that it was out, so I had to do it. I had to come out here and get them. And not much of a difference between the shiny and regular form, but cool nonetheless. So gotta check here, and we're gonna just walk around a little bit and hope that we can get some more new Pokemon, because apparently they're spawning from these, so let's see. Alright guys, so we have the magnetic lure up. So we're going to evolve a Magneton, which I got right here, into Magnezone for the Dex. Alright, and there we go. Magnezone. Pretty cool looking. And the last one we have for tonight is Nosepass being evolved into Probopass. Awesome. So there we go, 2 more new Dex entries. We are well on our way with this new event. Well guys, I wanted to do a lot more with this first bit of the new Pokemon, more than what I got to anyway, but nothing was really happening. There wasn't really any good Pokemon spawning. There really wasn't too many shiny checks. I mean, very few shiny checks. Kind of disappointed with the spawns that ended up spawning from the lures. Okay, I guess. I mean, I got my new Pokemon. I got the Leafeon, the Glaceon, Magnezone, Probopass, and I think that's all of them. And we got the shiny forms of Glaceon and Leafeon as well. I do have a shiny Magneton as well. I want to see what the shiny version of Magnezone looks like before I evolve it, because I really like the shiny Magneton. I'm a big fan of Magneton. But we did get, somebody else came through. I ended up meeting actually a couple people from the local area, the raid group around here. So hopefully in the upcoming videos we get to do some raids with them. But they dropped a couple more lures after mine ran out, and still nothing like really good yet, but I was really hoping for more seal. I was really hoping that we could get at least 1 Lapras out of the glacial lure. I only got 1 seal. It wasn't shiny. I really got more water type Pokemon than I did ice type Pokemon. And as you can see here, we're just getting a lot of water types. Go away, Drake. I'll talk to you in a minute. Sorry, buddy. The Mossy lure really only gave me bug types. I mean, we did not see too many grass type at all. It was different, but overall, not terrible. Like I said, we did get the new evolutions that we could get, so I'm okay with that. We'll work on getting the new Pokemon in the wild and all that as we progress, but I guess it's not meant to be for tonight, which is fine. We'll keep searching for them.